Hey all, this is BritJage22 from HookahPro.com doing a quick shisha review. Today we are smoking Nakhla Sheherazade Earl Grey, which is a really cool flavor. And we're smoking out of my 32-inch KM Carnival with a Vortex bowl with 4 A-fire coals, which I'm going to do a review on later, and a KM Tundra hose. As far as the cut, it's pretty typical Nakhla cut, so fairly, I'd say a medium sized. There are some bigger leaf pieces in here. It's very dry, almost more of an oily sort of feel to it. There are some larger stems, big beefy ones, but you know, there's not too many.
Not a whole lot of juice.
Yeah, you just pick them out every now and then. They're not too bad. The smell, it smells really good. It's definitely got the Earl Grey, like the tea. It's bergamot, so it's got sort of some lemony tones. It's more of a zesty citrus than a real fruit citrus. It's not like actually the meat of the fruit. It's more like the rind of the fruit.
Which I think is what they actually use in the tea, is the rind.
And I wouldn't say it smells like tea.
Actually, I would say it doesn't really smell like tea at all.
Yeah, but if you've ever had Earl Grey tea, it's a pretty unique tea. As far as the flavor in clouds, we've been smoking this for probably 15 minutes. I probably will drop a coal in a second or two for a little bit, and then cover it a little bit. But
coal's ashing off or something.
yeah, but this is a really strong flavor.
Yeah.
It's so strong. It's a little bit difficult to take sort of really big deep hits off of it.
And it is not buzz anymore. You will get the big strong buzz off of it if you do that too.
Yeah, I don't want to say it's sort of as harshish, but it's so strong that it feels sort of harsh because it's difficult to take big hits.
Yeah, so the smoke isn't harsh, but the flavor is sort of.
Yeah, and you get it sort of in the back of your throat. The flavor is really powerful. You get the bergamot, you get this sort of lemony zestiness, so it's got sort of some citrus, some almost citric sort of pungentness to it.
Yeah, that's really at the top of your mouth.
Yeah, but it's also got sort of a black tea, sort of dark tea flavor.
Yeah, very earthy. It's a heavy flavor. It's not like a light floral flavor.
Yeah, and it's got
which
sort
is
of
appropriate.
some good tobacco-y notes. But it's pretty dead on to how Earl Grey tea tastes.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to describe. If you've never had Earl Grey, I don't really know how to describe this.
Yeah, it's lemony.
Besides that, you should go try it.
Yeah, besides that, it's really good, and you should probably give it a try because Nakhla's not too expensive. So it's a really tasty flavor. It smells really good. It does, like most other Nakhlas, it does have a good fair amount of buzz since it's an unwashed tobacco.
Yep.
Geez, what else to say other than it's really cool. It's a really cool nut in it, but it's a really good flavor.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's really hard to describe this, but it's definitely one of my favorite shishas, just because Earl Grey is one of my favorite teas, and it really is just about dead on.
Yeah, it's got a really full flavor.
Yeah, it does have a tobacco taste that is slightly different, but it's really good.
Yeah.
And like you said, it is a little difficult to get a really big, long pull like you can with, say, the sweet melon, because that's a lighter flavor. But it does get those nice big clouds if you do manage to get a big pull of it.
like so.
Mhm.
It lends itself better to a sort of smoother smoking style, just taking long, very gradual hits.
Yeah, if you try to do it fast, it's not going to be very pleasant. Well, it might be pleasant. I don't know. I don't actually try to do it fast.
You get a lot of flavor in the back of the throat.
Mhm. And you can actually still kind of like I passed off the hose for a minute, and I can still taste it in my mouth. It's a very strong, lingering flavor.
Yeah, so if you like a more traditional shisha, or you want to start sort of getting into more traditional, sort of more the black molasses, the zag, the canapilio, supercos, things like that, this might be a good place to start.
I would have to agree with that because it is a nice, strong flavor to get you used to.
It's got
the hit in the back of the mouth and all of
a good
that.
amount of buzz. So yeah, I would definitely check this out. Maybe not for people who like the sort of star buzz. If you know, if you find regular Nakhla is a bit too strong, or I don't know what the
Or too much buzz or anything like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't try this if you don't like that.
yeah, if you're not ready for a really really robust flavor and really robust smoke, you probably will have a little trouble with this, but it's definitely worth trying because it is very unique and it's really good.
Yeah,
like
I
it a
don't
lot.
think I've smoked any other shisha that has a tea flavor, so I can't really compare it to anything else that's called a tea shisha or anything like that, but it's definitely really good. If you do like tea, I would definitely recommend it.
And it does also have some sort of, I don't want to characterize it as spicy because it's not like a cinnamon or a
It's
Something
more like
like
a
that.
cooking spice. Like I'm trying to think of a really strong food spice that is really distinctive but isn't sweet, isn't. I don't want to compare it to clove because it's very different from clove. And I can't describe bergamot, so that's no help either.
Yeah, so, but if you like Earl Grey tea, you really, really should try this because it is dead on.
Like, even if we're smoking sweet melon, it doesn't really taste like sweet melon. Like, it's a sweet shisha. And
I think it is.
well, it does, but it's got more tobacco to it. It's not like you're biting into a sweet melon. This is almost like you're drinking Earl Grey that you haven't sweetened at all.
Yeah, if you drink Earl Grey and you like the sort of, because in tea, bergamot, it's a very background flavor. In this, it is not. It is right up there.
Yeah, it
It's
really is.
very strong.
I think that would probably be the main difference between the two. I kind of wish I were drinking a cup of Earl Grey right now so I could compare it. But
Yeah, I would definitely give this a shot. I really like this. As far as rating goes,
well, I'm going to take another drag of it before I say for certain what I'm thinking.
I have a hard time taking any points away from this. I really, really like it. I guess maybe there could be less stems in the cut or something like that, but I don't really find that too bad of an issue. I would give this a 9.
I'm always really hesitant to give anything a 10 out of 10. So I'm not going to give it a 10 just because there's a little bit of harshness in the back. That's because of the strength of the flavor. I don't think it's a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not like a burning to it. It's not
Yeah.
like if you accidentally pack your bowl too high and
Or
burn
put
it,
too much
like that.
coal on or
It's
anything.
just so strong.
So I would say 9, maybe 9.5 if I'm feeling really generous. But
Yeah.
it is an amazing shisha. It's
Really, really good.
definitely one of my favorites.
So check it out, Nakhla Sheherazade Earl Grey. And this has been a HookahPro.com member review. Check out HookahPro for tips, video reviews, contests. There's a really big contest going on during the summer that Hookah is sponsoring. Lots of free shisha if you qualify, etc. And then they're actually
have some of that.
giving out a Vortex Bowl along with that. So check out this, Nakhla Earl Grey, and check out HookahPro.com, and I'll see you all later.